And with us now in studio is Roger Schlesinger. He is the Mortgage Minute Guy. Roger, always a pleasure.
My pleasure, Don. Good to see you.
I'm so glad you're here because I've never seen you look happier in the last year or so, because you've been coming in here, you've been telling us about these problems and those problems, and you're telling me now that there's actually some really good news in the real estate industry, so I'm just going to give you the floor, buddy.
Oh, okay, well, I'll take it on the way out. Actually, yes, there is. Real estate is really starting to move. In the popular price houses, and that differs in every area,
right,
but the popular price houses are now getting 2 and 3 bids on all the offerings. And that's terrific. I mean, because that's what gets housing prices to go up, and they're way too low. But what I'm seeing is, and statistics are phenomenal. In December, the values across the nation went up 8%.
Wow.
Now, you have to take it with a grain of salt, because that means that more expensive houses were selling than before, but also prices are going up. And so if you're waiting to buy a house, I wouldn't wait much longer. I'd go out and do it, and call us, and we'll be happy to give you a pre-qualification so you know exactly what you can afford. But there's another side to this story, and that is, over the last 2, 3, 4 years, people who have tried to get refinanced and couldn't, because they couldn't get the appraisal to come in. Well, now that houses are selling, appraisals are going up, we're getting them to come in. Now, an example is, a guy came into my office the other day, and he said, I want to refinance. I owe $500,000. Unfortunately, the house is only worth about $350,000. I said, well, sit down, let's take a look. And I ran the comps. I said, your house is worth $475,000. He almost fell off the chair. He doesn't realize, and nobody really realizes, a sale here, a sale there, a sale 3 blocks away, sale 4 blocks away in a different direction, and all of a sudden your house is back where you can refinance it. So what I'd like people to do is, if they would just go to my website, mortgageminuteguy.com, find a mortgage consultant, and that's where we have our 3-question application, which is, who are you? What state is your property in? Texas, California, New Mexico, because we do all the states in the union. And how do we reach you? Send that in, and one of my loan officers will get back to you. And his or hers only job is to get your address and run the comps. And after we run the comps, and you can be on the phone if they can do it, or they may have to call you back, because it only takes 5 or 10 minutes. They'll tell you, yes, we can definitely do it. No, we definitely can't do it, or we might be able to do it. And here are the comps. You go look at them yourself. Because you'll know what your house is compared to when you drive by them. We're only using public records. And if you want to go forward, then and only then will we do an appraisal for you, and it'll cost you money. Up until then, you're home free.
You know, it's interesting you bring that up about refinances. In our neighborhood where I live, I have a neighbor who bought at the peak. And he is so stressed out about the value of his home. He knows the value between Monday and Tuesday. And I keep telling him, look, I didn't buy this house to invest in so much as I bought it to live in. I don't worry about it all that much. I figure things will come to pass as they will. Yep. This would be good news for him, because he probably already knows, but his home is now worth more than it was, say, even 6 or 8 months ago.
Oh, a lot more, even in your area.
Mm-hmm.
No, it is true. And another thing that people don't realize is that first we look for a model match. A model match being the same square footage, the same bedrooms, the same bathroom count. Then once we get there, if there are some, that's great. If they're not, then we have to start interpolating from what we find to what you have. And we're pretty good at it, because we've been doing it for over 2 decades now. And we come up with a reasonable value. But I don't want you to go get another appraisal thinking, oh, Roger said it's good, let's just go get an appraisal. Don't do it. Let us find out first.
Once again, the Mortgage Minute Guy, mortgageminuteguy.com for all your real estate financing needs. Roger, thanks so much.
Thank you, Don.